Issue 120 of Batman sees the third part of the Abyss storyline as Abyss's plan kind of starts to really come to fruition. We reveal what is going on, or we find out what is going on with Batman Incorporated and just whose side they are on. I gotta say, these guys, Batman Incorporated, other than the Hood that I've already expressed, I kind of know a little bit about because of his time in the Nightfall storyline. The rest of these guys look pretty stupid, it must be said. There's one dude who's just kind of always hanging at the back, who's got this helmet, who just looks like he's gotten off a bike. And some other dude, well, in fact, there's a couple who look like they've just gotten off a bike. They look like a biker gang. Basically a crazy biker gang, and this Indian, Native American dressed looking dude, they all look a bit ridiculous, it's got to be said, other than the Hood, as I say. Yeah, kind of reject Batman villains is what they look like. I gotta say, if I was Batman, I would be patenting my bat symbol and suing the ass off anyone who keeps on using it, because so many people in this issue seem to be using it, including Lex. Lex has Lex has these battle suits. He's, the very famous green one. So he's made one in this. Basically, he wants Batman, as I've said, on his payroll. He bankrolled Batman Incorporated after Batman could no longer do so, and wants the actual Batman to be part of that team. But he's taken it upon himself to make this suit, this new battle suit, with the Batman emblem on the chest. And the moment I flipped the page and I saw that, and I literally laughed out loud. I thought that's insane. Like, who the hell do you think you are? That's who Lex is. He's that arrogant that he would just take Batman's symbol and stick it on his chest and think, yep, I can be Batman, I can be part of this team. Yeah, he's such a douche. But Lex Luthor is such a douche. He's a grade A douche, as evidenced in this particular issue. So yeah, fun moments like that. Detective Kaya, again, really proves herself in this issue to be an ally. She helps Batman escape from police custody at one point, helps to kind of bandage him up after the fight he had in the previous issue with Abyss. So yeah, she's definitely proving herself to be his greatest ally in Badonisia, while he doesn't have the rest of his team around him. At one point, she does suggest bringing in one of his team at least, and he just, again, he goes quiet. We're still in that searching place. I don't really know what's going on with Bruce at the moment in his head, where he's at, what he's expecting, what he's searching for. But he needs to be away from Gotham. He needs to be away from his team while he gets his stuff together, obviously. And she realizes that during this moment. We also get her background in this. During that same scene, we are given her backstory. It's a fairly generic one, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's the kind of story we've heard in many films. I think we even had it in Fast 5, to be honest. She feels very much like the detective, the police officer that was introduced in the Fast 5 movies. So yeah, like I say, it's nothing original, but as a character, she's strong enough, and I enjoy her. I find her to be a likable character on the page. Artwork, again, obviously, same art team, cracking job once again. Can't fault it. Less fun this issue, I think, because we're really getting down to the nitty gritty of it. We end on a cliffhanger that is, everything needs to be wrapped up in the next issue, so we'll see where that goes. But I haven't read that one yet at the time of filming this, so who knows? How this story ends could affect well, it will affect my opinion of the entire 4-issue arc, as it always does. If you have a great story with a rubbish ending, it can really sour the taste. But we'll see. It's been very enjoyable so far. This video is brought to you by WoW Comics. Visit wowcomics.com today and order your comic books online and use this code down at the bottom of the screen, WowBry1, when you place your order, and you will get 15% off. I've teamed up with WoW Comics to bring you this video and others like it because they are a company I trust. I buy my comic books from them, so I suggest you do the same. As I say, use the code WowBry1 at wowcomics.com and get 15% off your order. The B story in this one is the second part to Karl Kerschl's They Make Great Pets. Again, artwork, I really love it. Particularly love how he draws Batman. It's essentially a prolonged action sequence because it picks up from the cliffhanger of the previous part, and then is essentially just this extended action sequence in which Batman is being pulled into the sewers by these strange-looking monsters that look like something out of a Guillermo del Toro film, to be perfectly honest. Then we get it's basically an excuse to see this character Mia Mizoguchi, who's dressed as Robin. We get to see her proving her worth, proving herself to be an ally to Batman. You know, he's in dire straits, and she figures things out in a way that she's able to help him briefly. You know, we end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Where's it going to go next time? But she's kind of stayed his execution through her actions and through using her detective skills, her brain work, by examining a crime scene, a previous crime scene. She's used information that has helped Batman. So obviously will stand her in good stead should this character prove to become the next Robin, or want to become the next Robin. Yeah, there's some amusing stuff in there, particularly involving cucumbers, and particularly involving Mizoguchi's kind of working of the Batmobile. She's trying to figure out the dashboard of the Batmobile. She needs it to do stuff for her. And yeah, seeing her trying to deal with the tech is quite amusing. So yeah, again, like I say, it's a very short story, but Kerschl is able to get quite a lot in there from a character standpoint. I think he does a very good job of building this character of Mizoguchi, and that's the hook, I think, throughout both these two kind of issues of this B plot. He's hooked me in to this character. You know, I'm only two very short stories of it in, and I'm already hooked. You know, if you told me this is going to be the next Robin, I'm like, okay, sign me up. I like this girl. So I'm going to give The Abyss Part 3 a 4 out of 5, and I'm going to give They Make Great Pets Part 2 also a 4 out of 5. So yeah, really solid run at the moment on Batman. It's got to be said.